at 6.
We start with the deadly shooting of a UNM student on campus last month, which was already concerning enough.
It involved an NMSU basketball player who was also shot and sent to the hospital. 2 other UNM students were arrested, and our state's Rio Grande rivalry on the hardwood is canceled this year. But tonight, new documents reveal a rat's nest of questionable decisions by New Mexico State coaches and other players. And now we are left with a very confusing timeline of events and a lot of questions about how this tragedy could have happened in the first place. This comes as the NMSU basketball team's leadership, players, and coaches are implicated in having a role in this criminal investigation. And by the way, the team is now on the road still playing. Tamara Lopez has been digging through these documents, working on some answers tonight. And Tamara, the details in these documents are troubling.
They are, Ryan, and that's because in this 10-page report it outlines what happened following the shooting. And it appears that coaches and players did not make it easy for police to find the gun used in that shooting.
He's one of our brothers, so we love him, and we got to keep moving forward.
Former NMSU basketball player Mike Peake's teammates didn't have much else to say when asked about him following Monday night's game. That same tone coming from NMSU coaches.
I'm not able to comment because of the ongoing investigation. I can't comment. It's an ongoing investigation.
We're just looking forward to answering basketball-related questions.
NMSU higher-ups have been keeping to themselves after following new details outlined in a report obtained by KOB4. The report details what happened after police say Peake shot 19-year-old Brandon Travis on UNM's campus. The report says Peake shot Travis 4 times after Travis and a group of other UNM students allegedly attacked and shot him. According to state police, following the shooting, Peake put his gun and other items in the trunk of a yellow Camaro. The report confirms 3 other NMSU basketball players were in the Camaro. NMSP identified those players as Issa Muhammad, Marcellus Avery, and Anthony Roy. According to the report, the trio later told coaches where the gun was. After not hearing back from head coach Greg Here or assistant coach Dominic Taylor, New Mexico State Police eventually tracked the team's bus on its way back to Las Cruces. The report says Coach Taylor stayed behind at the hotel to give Peake's gun to police. But the report says police had a hard time getting a hold of coaches before the bus was pulled over, saying multiple calls went to voicemail, and at one point it sounded like someone answered and then hung up. In a statement, NMSU Chancellor Dan Ariso said in part, quote, "If there's anything we should have done differently, this report will let us know." Also saying the police report had information the university had not been provided. And the university also announced today Anthony Roy, one of the 3 players in the Camaro, was not traveling with the team today for personal reasons.
Now, we're still left with dozens of questions. How many NMSU students get access into that yellow Camaro? And how did Peake get to the hospital after the homicide? And why did the team hurry back to Las Cruces during an ongoing investigation? Spencer Schott will be breaking all this down for us about what we know about these questions tonight on the Night Beat at 10. Ryan?
Yeah, a lot more to this story. Tamara, thanks.
So while no Lobo players were involved, this tragedy has also shaken the UNM community. The Lobo men's basketball team is going without 2 of the rivalry games it had scheduled with the Aggies this year. Meanwhile, Lobo fans can expect new security measures at the pit starting with tonight's game. You'll have to go through metal detectors very similar to those at Isotopes games. You'll have to take anything metal out of your pockets. And of course, the clear bag policy, that's still in place. UNM officials say this has actually been in the works for a while, but this shooting just accelerated those security plans. And this whole mess is going to stain our Rio Grande rivalry for years. There is a long road of healing and accountability, and we will continue to follow the investigation and what needs to be done to keep our rivalries passionate but also safe.